All right, good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day so far. If you're in Europe or in Asia, or if you're just waking up here in America and you're watching this video, I hope this video finds you in a positive morning attitude. The first thing I want to open up with is the quote of the day, okay? And I'm going to tell you guys exactly why I've got this quote of the day pulled up. So this quote outlines, "You must own everything in your world. There's no one else to blame." This is by Jocko Willink. And he's a former Navy SEAL that, I still listen to his podcast on a weekly basis. And you guys should go check it out. It's really fantastic. And, it gives you motivation to actually tackle the things in your life that you're dealing with, that you're struggling with. And the reason I pull this up is because over the last several days, we've had a couple members join and, they come in with, hey, I was in this paid group and I lost this much money, or I thought I knew technicals and, I guess I really didn't, and I really screwed the pooch on my account. And then they come to our community thinking that, well, this community is going to be an easy ride. I'm just going to get the buy or sell signal and that's it, right? That's not the case, okay? You got to put in your own work when you join our community. The best thing that we do in our community, however, that is completely different from other communities, is that we outline everything very clearly in a structured manner. So you have no questions in understanding what the overall game plan is, what your risk is defined in terms of a stop loss, where your target profits are, where your potential entries are. Here's a perfect example of, us showing you, right, that I showed you guys 2 or 3 days ago why I entered a short, I think right here around, May 12th, okay? So I started building a short position right around May 12th, okay? And my stop was 9,500. And then I saw price moving up, and I was like, okay, well, I guess this is a great opportunity for me to keep building my swing short position. So I wrote out this big data sheet about, what I'm seeing in the market, why I'm thinking that BTC is probably topped off. And again, this was around May 13th, okay? This is outlined to all our Advantage members. All our paying members got to see this firsthand, and the timestamps are there, right? You could go look up these timestamps exactly on the dot, and you'll see the price was there when I said it was, okay? And I started building my short position. Here is my average, and I have screenshots. And, these people who come into our community, they say, all right, well, this paid group person, they said that, oh, they got into this position and they got out with a profit, but they didn't even tell us when they got out. And this is the sad part, the sad reality of crypto Twitter, I think, or a lot of these paid groups, is that they're held to no accountability. And so people like yourselves who are looking for these saviors in the market, people who are just looking for buy or sell signals, you think that, oh my God, what the heck? This person was able to get out a profit, why didn't I? Well, that's probably because they either didn't take the trade, or they're lying to you, okay? But in this case, I could show you guys exactly where I get into the position, where I'm thinking about adding. As you can see, I even added some more right at the points where I say I did. I mentioned what my new average is. I show you what my new average is, okay? And so you understand exactly that, okay, I feel better knowing that this person, which is me, is actually trading what he's saying he's taking the trade in, all right? So fact of the matter is, this is the kind of transparency and accountability that most other communities will not give you, probably because they're actually not really trading. So when I show you guys this information, it's very clear and concise. You understand what my average position is. You understand where my stop is, right? I've defined my stop, as I stated up here. You understand where the take profit areas are, okay? So, you understand, and here's the take profit area, right? I said I'll be cutting 10% of my position right at 87.25. Still haven't hit my target, okay? And even though over the last several days, on the free side, as you guys watch my YouTube videos, okay? I know a lot of you get free information. You're probably watching this like, hey, why would I ever join this community? I get so much free information, right? Yeah, you might be lucky from time to time. And I gave you guys, one of the best trades over the last couple days, right? Over here, 4 days ago, I said why we're shorting Bitcoin. 4 days ago, okay? So where was price 4 days ago? Today is the 22nd. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so somewhere around here or even up here. So let's just say a high of 99.79 and a low of 92.80. Okay, so anywhere in these two candles right here, you could have gotten into a potential short trade. While everyone was thinking that this is going to break up and we have to go long, I was actually telling my community that this does not look like to me that we're going for a breakout. It looks like we're actually having, some supply absorption where demand is trying to do its best to break through it. It's not. Actually, it looks like the professionals are really selling or shorting up here into demand from retail. So I stated this multiple times, and go watch my videos. Okay, the free videos that I put out every single day, this explains to you clearly what my game plan was, what my thought process was to go short and stay short. And if you listened, you'd be in profit right now, whether you shorted over here or even yesterday, 23 hours ago when I made my video, I even again then said, so 23 hours ago, right? Where was price? Okay, so on a 4-hour time, 1, 2, 3, 16, 20, 24. So somewhere over here was price yesterday, or actually maybe in the midst of this candle right here. Okay, so you can see after this candle or this candle, you would have a potential opportunity to short. Okay, I'm not saying that you need to short or you have to be short. I'm just saying my reasoning for being short and why I am still short. The next opportunity that I'm personally looking forward to is if price comes back towards this pivot again and it starts getting rejected, because remember on the 4-hour time frame, we finally smashed through the pivot. Okay, I don't think, let me see here. I don't think we've done that for the last several days at least. Let's check out the historical pivots right here. Okay, so the last time we did that when we broke through this pivot right here on the way down. Remember, pivots have to be broken on the way down, right? So over here, this was the next pivot, but we actually broke up through it. This is the only pivot that we broke down through, but then this pivot ended right here because the day itself changed, right? Or the week, there was a new week. And then this pivot started and we actually broke up through the pivot. Finally, we're breaking the pivot on the way down now. So if we get rejected right here at this pivot, I would probably be targeting the S1 down here around 85.65. Okay, so just a simple way of just looking at pivots, right? Trading from pivot to pivot. But what we were outlining from our analysis in the Alpha Trades community is what we were seeing in terms of volume analysis, order flow analysis, and how this area right here just does not show the kind of breakout ability to the upside that most people are thinking. So while everyone at Crypto Twitter started talking about 10,000 or 10,500, we were actually going short up here. Our community got warned multiple times. And here's the thing, right? We have intraday movements too, where just in case you missed this move, again, I let my Advantage members know yesterday in the Bitcoin analysis section. I said, where's that update? Over here, right? So let me see here. So I said, so I'd say all bounces from here could be seen as reshorting opportunities. So we were over here at 9,059. Alternatively, you could pick up some quick scalp longs from 89XX, so like 89, 100 to 89.99 to 9,099 almost, and aim towards long targets of 9,150 all the way to 92.75. So even if you miss this move down or you were able to catch this long move, I stated that, hey, this is a potential scalp long opportunity area. You can just buy some quick longs right here, stop down here, and then you can start aiming for 91.50, which we're pretty much right near anyway, or 92.75. So this is the kind of information that we have in the Advantage side on a day-to-day basis. And then yesterday, myself and Faisal, who is our equities analyst, we did a fantastic crypto and equities analysis, discussed how the housing sector was doing, discussed what stocks we're watching, discussed the trader psychology of how you can cope with losses or a streak of losses. These are all things that we discuss in our community on a day-to-day basis. Okay, so just because you're watching these free videos does not mean by any stretch that you're getting a majority of the content. Okay, once you join the paid side, you will actually see the amount of information that we have on a day-to-day basis and how active our community is, even through the night or the daytime, afternoon, evening, whatever time zone that you're in. Every single day we have someone or another talking about, if they're long or short, what they're looking at in terms of target profits or stops, etc. So this is the great thing about our community. And even in the alts community, I mean, I think the alts community is really just killing it. They've been trading UBT, they've been trading Link. I think they traded, what was it, ZEC. So you could see even in the alt side, people are just kicking ass on a day-to-day basis. And I think this is the best thing that we have in our community is good people who actually want to trade, and trade ideas, trade knowledge, right? Trade experience, and show others how they're making money in this market, or how they're dealing with winning trades or losing trades, whatever. Okay, here's another thing. All right, so let me show you guys this. So we were in an options trade. Okay, so we got into the option right here on May 20th. Okay, 10 a.m. Option was priced at 305. Okay, so again, this is another thing that we trade in our community. Okay, equity options. Option was priced at 305. Yesterday, option was priced at 394. We were up 22% in less than 1 day. Less than 1 day, we made 22%. I told the community, hey, this is a good area to take profit. So imagine making 22% in less than 24 hours in the equity markets. Or even over here, right? In the area where everyone was going long and they got torched on the way down, we were just simply waiting and holding. And remember, I just showed you guys that I got into the short position. Okay, I got into the short position way up here, May 12th. Okay, where is May 12th? May 12th is over here. I started building my short on the way up. I held through all of this. I let my community know I was still confident up here holding my short. Even while, the next 6 days, I saw my short bleed. I still held because I was, I had my conviction in my analysis. I still didn't have my invalidation levels hit. So I said, why would I let go of my trade? This is an even better opportunity for those people who did not get into short positions. And so more of my community, the advantage side, actually got into shorts at a better entry point than myself. I think the great thing about our community is, most of these crypto Twitter people or trading communities or paid groups or whatever, they'll probably show you that they have the best entry. But I'm actually showing you that I had the worst entry, okay? Building up from all the way up here. I still held through this, but yet I kept telling people, I still think this is by far the best risk to reward opportunity to short. And some of my community actually did go short right here. So the fact of the matter is, I'll always be looking out for my advantage members and letting them know, even if I have the worst trade in the community itself, I'll let you guys know why I still believe in the trade, or why you should be cutting the trade, or why you could be taking profit or moving your stop or whatever. Okay, so I hope you guys understand the advantages of our community, the benefits of the transparency, the constant communication that we have in our community. So getting to the analysis, right? Again, I stated that if we don't hit, even over here, this video right here, 9,100 and then 89.25 are next targets. Okay, I literally listed this 24 hours ago. That's exactly what happened on this move down, right? We hit about 9,100, I think, in this candle, and then we hit 89.25 right here, pierced past it by, I think, like almost $100 or so. But again, closed back up above this EQ area, right? Again, something that I spoke about in this video. And so now we're inching back up. I would probably figure that we're going to go to 92.75, 9,300, and potentially roll back over. Another good sign of this thing starting to break down is that the ES, which is the equity markets futures, the S&P 500 E-mini futures, is also breaking down. It broke down overnight, hit almost a low of 22, or I guess 2902, right down there. So I think the market might be pulling back a little bit more, maybe the rest of today. Monday is a holiday in the US, so I don't quite know what's going to happen in the equity markets. Or I guess I also don't know what's going to happen in BTC, because majority of the volume comes from the United States, especially in Bitcoin. So it's time to probably be cautious in Bitcoin, because you do see weekend shenanigans. But personally, I probably see a breakdown, maybe somewhere into the weekend, maybe Saturday or Sunday. I don't know what's going to happen today, but let's see how the equity markets, play themselves out today. Okay. Aside from that, on the daily time frame, right, we keep hammering on this trend line right here. Here's where that trend line comes from. Let's go to the 3-day chart. Okay, the trend line comes from this key higher low in February 2019, and then this 6410 low in December 2019, and then touches this area right here. Okay, so you could see, again, we're turning back around, hitting that same area as support. This 3-day candle still has about a day and 13 hours to go. So a good day and a half to go. If we smash below and close below this area, kind of like we tried to over here, if this time we do it successfully, I'd probably say we're going to move faster towards 8,100 or even $7,400, $7,500 down here. Let me see if there's anything else to cover. I don't see any divergences. OBV, again, still consistently just moving down, right? Just rolling over. So it still seems like the inflows coming into BTC are just not enough to propel it higher. The one other thing that I spoke about in my video yesterday is how we see open interest continuously going up as price was rolling over. So that means there are more shorts coming into the system, or rather maybe longs closing out. Non-reportables, which is your individual investors, possibly even retail, are actually going long, versus your non-commercials, which are your hedge funds and institutions, are actually having more short exposure right there. As you can see, they're adding to their shorts. So fact of the matter is, who do you want to follow? Do you want to follow the average person who doesn't have as much money as the hedge funds or the institutions? Or do you want to follow the big money, the whales, right? Let me see here. Let's see what's going on in the 1 hour. I think someone was talking about inverse head and shoulders developing yesterday. And I could see that. I think this was what maybe they were talking about, inverse head and shoulders, kind of like that. Didn't really break out, but you could see kind of like this head. This right shoulder is now very much stretched out. So I don't think this is an inverse head and shoulders pattern anymore. This kind of just looks like a lot of chop. Another way you could look at this is, let me see here. Another way you could look at this is you could look at this key high. Okay. And maybe even this key low right here. So with this key low, this key high, this is your defined range. The way you could trade this potentially is anything, above this high, you could consider it a breakout if it holds this as support and starts pushing up. So that's a breakout, and you could trade this as a potential long, but it has to hold this key area, this range high, as support and start moving back up. If this movement right here comes back inside the trading range, that could be your potential scalp short down towards the low of this range around 89.15 or 89.25. Or if price gets to the bottom or even this middle EQ right here, this could be a potential long back towards the high of this range from here or from here on up. These are the different ways you could just play the scalps, okay? Let me see here. Again, not investment advice, but that's how I would play. I feel like I'm giving you guys so many free strategies and different ways to look at the market to make some quick gains. But I really don't mind telling you guys exactly how I see the market, because it's the honest thing to do. It's there's no harm in me doing it. What am I going to do, by telling you guys this, right? It's not like I want to hide every single one of my strategies, but in the advantage side, we have a lot of trades that we take, which we can't show every day. As they say, if you're good at something, make sure you don't do it for free, right? So if we're good at something, which is, running this community where we show our analysis, where we show our leverage positions, where we show our equity trades, our Forex trades, our options trades, and we do it pretty well, and members love it, well, yeah, we're going to charge for it because we work hard for this information, right? I mean, waking up at 6 a.m. in the morning to do analysis, or throughout the day doing analysis for our community every single couple of hours, or even in the afternoon or evening time, doing these 2-a-day videos. I think this takes time and effort, so we expect to get paid for that time and effort, right? But that's it, folks. I hope you guys enjoy this analysis. Again, give me a thumbs up if you enjoy this content. It doesn't hurt you to give me a thumbs up if you're not going to join the community, but at least it'll help someone else see the video and maybe see the benefits of our community. Or leave me a comment of your thoughts on where you think price is going to go for Bitcoin, or if you trade equities, let me know what your thoughts are on equities as well. All right. Take care. Cheers, and have a good weekend. Happy Friday.